Hey all, if you can't tell by my voice, it's a few octaves lower, and I'm kind of sick. So this kind of gave me opportunity to kind of think about how I approach my training, and I don't have a race coming up, but it does impact what I can or can't do, and or should or shouldn't do. So it gave me a few ideas to talk to you about real quick this morning. Training plus illness. So again, I'm Ryan, stptry.com. Check it out. I got plenty more triathlon goodness. Busting this out before my day starts. So tip number one: how sick are you? So you need to figure out, if is it a cold, is it a flu, is it something worse? If you think it's just a cold, or maybe it's allergies at this point in the year, just make sure you know what you're dealing with. If you think it's a flu, go to the doctor immediately, get tested. If you got the flu, then give you Tamiflu and hopefully get you over quicker. So the earlier you get in there to possibly see your doctor or know what you're dealing with, the faster you could attack it with the right methodology to get over it sooner. And that's not just for training. Nobody wants to have the flu for weeks on end. It just kind of sucks. So time off ASAP. So up front, when you first feeling it coming on, or that first day, like Monday, I pretty much was on full on, head cold. Make sure that you take the time off up front early, sleep in, get some rest, take the day off from training, regardless of what you got going on, just take the day off. So if you actually attack it quicker, knowing what you got and attacking it quicker, taking time off, sleep it in, taking your NyQuil and knocking yourself out all night. I'm still coming off my NyQuil hangover from last night, just so I can sleep without congestion. So make sure you take time off ASAP. The sooner the better up front. It kind of reduces recovery time. Eat right and hydrate. So those of you that are always worried about race weight, make sure you're eating healthy. Eat the right foods. Don't eat a bunch of junk food. Comfort food, I know when you're sick is kind of a big thing, but just make sure you're eating the right things and you're hydrating, drinking plenty of water. You may not be hungry, you may not be thirsty, but kind of force yourself to at least drink water. That helps kind of flush everything out. And I'm not a doctor, but I've been sick plenty of times, and I've kind of gotten a nice pattern to get over this as quick as possible. Are you taking supplements and vitamins? I do. I take vitamin C. I take like a men's vitamin. I do fish oil. I do a couple other things just on a regular basis. And personally, I think that there's no you can find scientific data one way or the other. But personally, I feel it does help me out. I'm not as sick as often, especially burning the candle. I try to get 8 hours sleep a night, but when you're up early and then you're going nonstop all day, and as soon as you hit the pillow, you're asleep. You need to be able to have a good, solid immune system to be able to take that. So I do take supplements every day, especially when I feel something coming on. I kind of up vitamin C. And again, you can find all kinds of scientific data. This is better, this doesn't work, this does work. Eggs are healthy one day, eggs are horrible the other day. Coffee's great, coffee's bad. So, kind of take it or leave it. Sleep is key. During this time, I've adjusted my workout schedule. Basically, I've taken the mornings off. It's kind of like, well, if you feel tired, you got to muscle through it. But if you're sick, don't muscle through it, because that's the recovery time when you're sleeping. So if you cut it short and you're out doing your workouts and you just kind of disregard, I'm just going to power through it, you're going to draw out, instead of being sick, 3 or 4 days, you're going to be sick 2 or 3 weeks, because it's just going to take you forever to recover, especially if you're not getting your sleep. So don't rush it. Like I said, I've adjusted this week. I've skipped a bunch of morning workouts. Been trying to get my lunch workouts in for sure, and just going to bed on time and making sure even early, and getting as much sleep as possible. If I'm not feeling it in the morning, I'll just go back to sleep. It's gonna be tough to get back into the swing of things once I feel better, but already, Monday I was on full blast, head cold, felt awful. This is Friday, and I sound bad, but overall I feel a little bit better. So I haven't rushed it, and this week has been super laid back and chill. The workouts I had done have been very laid back. No intensity. I basically kind of scrapped the plan. If I do a bike or run or a swim or something, it's pretty laid back. Nothing crazy. I actually find it does help kind of get me moving, get the congestion down a little bit, to do a quick little run or a bike ride or something like that. But I'm not doing 3-hour bike rides. I'm not doing high intensity stuff. I did do a little strength training yesterday and felt a little bit better, but today's the first day I've kind of really felt good, despite what I sound like. So don't rush it, and don't try to jump right back into it. So while I was sick, I thought I'd kind of share a few ideas and tips to help me get over it. And again, I just had kind of a minor head cold. But if you got like a flu or something like that, see your doctor, get that Tamiflu, get whatever going as soon as possible. And if you have the flu, stop what you're doing. Rest and recover, get healthy first, and then jump back on the training bandwagon. You may have to adjust your schedule and kind of what you're doing, but make sure you're healthy before you jump right back into it. So, and if you do feel like you want to do something to keep active at least, ditch the morning stuff, try to get maybe something in over lunch or after work, it's just a walk with the family around the block. You're not going to lose major fitness in a week, so don't get all bent out of shape. 2-3 weeks, if you got the flu, there may be some recovery that you're going to have to do later in your training, but overall, being healthy is the first key, because if you're not healthy, then doing all this training is really for naught. You're just going to drag everything out, and you're really not going to make any gains. So, just a few tips. So, hopefully everybody else is not suffering like I am. Colds, allergies, whatever's going on right now. The weather's been nice, so it's nice to go outside, but it does come with a price, personally for me, for allergies. So, have a good one out there. We'll see you later.